When I was a young man, I carried my pack and I lived the free life of a rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. And then in 1950, the country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done. And they gave me a tin hat and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as our ship pulled away from the quay. And amidst all the cheers, flag waving and tears, we sailed off to Gallipoli. How well I remember that terrible day, how the blood stained the sand and the water, and how in the town that they call Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Oh, Johnny Turk, he was ready and he primed himself well, and he chased us with his bullets and he rained us with his shells, and in 5 minutes flat he'd blown us all to hell. Nearly blew us right back to Australia, but the band played Waltzing Matilda as we stopped to bury our slain. And we buried ours, and the Turks buried theirs, and then we started all over again. Now those that were left, well, we tried to survive in a mad world of blood, death and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, but around me the corpses grew higher. And then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse overhead, and I woke up in my hospital bed, and I saw what it had done, and I wished that I was dead. Never knew there were worse things than dying, for I'll go no more waltzing Matilda. All around the green bush far and near, for to hump tent and pegs, the man needs both his legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. But then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse overhead, and I woke up in my hospital bed, and I saw what it had done, and I wished I was dead. Never knew there were worse things than dying, for I'll go no more waltzing Matilda. All around the green bush far and near, for to hump tent and pegs, a man needs both his legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. And so they collected the cripples and the wounded and the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The armless and legless and the blind and the insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And as our ship pulled in to Circular Quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be, and thank Christ there was no one there waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered, they just stood there and stared, and they turned all their faces away. And now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. And I watched my old comrades, how proudly they march, renewing old dreams of past glory. And the old men march slowly, all bent, stiff and sore, those tired old men from a forgotten war. And the young people ask what they marching for, and I ask myself the same question. And the band played Waltzing Matilda, and the old men answered to the call. But year after year their numbers get fewer. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, Waltzing Matilda, who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? And their ghosts may be heard as you pass the billabong. Who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? Waltzing Matilda, Waltzing Matilda, who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? And their ghosts may be heard as they pass the billabong. Who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? Who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me?